Hey DIYers, Dylan here with Alarm Grid. Today we are going to review how to reset the installer code on the IQ Panel 4. So to reset the code from the panel, you're going to need to either know the current installer code or the dealer code. The default options for both is 1111 for the installer code and 2222 for the dealer code. But in some situations, either of those codes will be changed. So if you're not sure which code is correct, or if you don't have either code, you'll have to have this set up with alarm.com, and your monitoring company can actually connect to the panel and reset that code for you remotely, or set it for any code that you'd like as well. Okay, so we are going to access the user management section. I'll show you how to access that with each of the codes: the installer code, the dealer code, and the master code. The master code, we cannot use that to reset the installer code, so we won't see that option there. I'm just going to show what each looks like. So we'll first start off at the gray bar. We're going to go to settings, enter into advanced settings. So for start, we'll do the installer code. Okay, so we entered in our default installer code of 1111. As you see, we have the installation option right there, and then right next to it we have user management. So we'll go to user management. These are going to be the current codes we have. Admin is the master code, that's the main arm and disarm code. Duress, that is a secret way to set off the alarm if this is hooked up with a monitoring station. And then at the bottom we have installer code. So to change this, we're going to press the little pencil icon there. That's going to pull up the name, installer. And then from here, we can set a new code. So for example, I'll set this to 33. Let me just back out of here first. 3333. Clear this. 3333. Close the keypad. Save. Okay, logged in user is updated. And then we'll test that. Back to the gray bar, back to settings, advanced settings.
Enter user code.
And we're going to enter in the new installer code we just set, so 3333. And that brought us right back in. So we can access installation, we can access user management. So that's confirmation that we had changed the installer code. Now, I also mentioned that you can access this with the dealer code. So again, gray bar, settings, advanced settings. Our dealer code is still set to the default, so 2222. And as you see, it's pretty similar to the last screen that we got with the installer menu. This does have a bit more options included, but we still have user management. And then we see the admin code, the master, the duress, the installer, which is what we're going to change. And then since we use the dealer code to enter, we also have the option to edit that dealer code. We're going to leave that as is, and we're going to change the installer code. So again, clear that out. We're going to put it back to the default, 1111. Clear this out, 1111. Close the keypad, save. Okay, we didn't get the pop-up confirming that, so we're just going to confirm for ourselves. Settings.
Enter user code.
We're going to try the new installer code that we just set, 1111, and it worked. So we have the installation menu, we have user management, and I'm also going to show you how to access this with the master code, even though you cannot use the master code to change the installer code or the dealer code. So top gray bar, settings.
Enter user code.
Default master code, we have not changed it yet, so it's still 1234. As you see, we have a similar menu, some different options. We don't have the installation option, but we do have user management. And as you can see, we do not have the installer code or the dealer code listed here, so we cannot change those. The only thing we can change is the current master code. We can set a duress code if we want, and then if we want to add more users, we can do that from there as well. But we cannot change the installer code or the dealer code. And now again, if you do not know either the installer or dealer code, the system will need to be set up with alarm.com. That can be done through a monitoring company. Once that's connected with alarm.com, that company can connect remotely to the panel and either reset those codes for you or set them to whatever code you'd like set for the system. Okay, so that was how to reset the installer code. We went through the panel programming, we accessed the user management, and we reset the code from there. Again, you can do this with either the installer code if you know the current one, or if you have the dealer code. If you don't have either code, you're going to have this connected with alarm.com and have your monitoring company connect remotely to the panel. They can reset that back to the default for you, or they can set it for whatever code you like set for this as well. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Our phone number is 888-818-7728. We have a support email, which is support@alarmgrid.com. And we also have an online chat on our website, www.alarmgrid.com. So any of those ways, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to assist you. Again, my name is Dylan from AlarmGrid, and thank you for watching.